Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rick's Blazin Takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Yes, sir. SimWorld, what's up? It's Rick Blaze coming at you live and direct. Another episode of Rick's Blazin Takes. It is Wednesday, hump day. Let's get to it. We had a lot of great games that happened on last night. First, starting off with the Originator, 74-71 win over Queen City Kings. Of course, DJ Wagner led his team with 20 points and 4 assists with that. Latin America loses to Indy Stripes, 55-70. This is a really good game for Indy. A good game for Bernard James. Good game. This was a really good team game for Indy. Latin America has, shown a lot of promise since Coach Blood has taken over. But like I said earlier, Coach Blood, his team, they're getting themselves geared up for next season, right? I know they wanted to make a push to try to get in this race for one. It's not happening. It ain't happening this season, and that's cool. The fact that you guys had the thought of it happening just means how much you guys have gotten better since Coach Blood has come aboard. Fantastic. But you're hooping, but you're playing for next season. And I think Coach Blood can make a lot of noise with Latin America on next season. Yacht Club takes out Rain and Trade, which was a really good game. Really good. Yacht Club needed this. Rain and Trade needed it too. Towns has 30 points, but not enough as Bianco and company Yacht Club gets. This Yacht Club team is weird to me. There's times where they look really, really good. There's times they look really, really bad. They don't even have an in-between. Like they look like a top 15 teams. Of top 15 team, some games they do like a bottom 5 team. Some games I haven't figured this team out. I don't know if they figured it out. I think Yacht Club is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Lakeshore Drive loses a close one to a Best Coast Ballers. Outlaw does his thing, 27.6 assists. And then Rocky Mountain takes out Showtime in a really good game in our nightcap. 78-72. Bronny has 30 points in the loss. If you guys wasn't putting respect on Rocky Mountain's name before, I think this is Rocky Mountain's statement game. I think this is a statement game by Rocky Mountain saying, hey, you know what? People don't mention us specifically as a top 5 team or top 6, 7 team. I think this was the game Rocky Mountain says, all right, bet. Let me show y'all what we got going. Let me show y'all how this was going down. And let me show y'all what we can do. On the flip side of that, Showtime Coach Joyner got some issues. They got some problems. It's the same thing that most players, most media's been saying all season long. Who is the other guy that's going to score for them? And we don't know. They got Bryce averaging 10 points a game, but he's been a no-show most of the season. He has bright spots every now and again, but he doesn't have the ability to consistently get his own shot. Now, he's only 15 years old. I get that. But Coach Jordan, they got some issues. He's going to have to figure something out. Or it could be a situation where Showtime can get bounced first round. It is what it is. They can get bounced first round if Coach Joyner doesn't figure something out on the offensive side for that team. And y'all know I love Showtime, but I'm going to call it balls and strikes. It is what it is. Which leads me to the whole reason why I want to have this show today, the Player of the Year conversation. I think it's heating up. I've been saying pretty much all year long, this is Bronny's award to lose. And I've stood on that. But as of late, Tyson Simpson has really been doing his thing, and DJ Wagner's been really solid too. And let me not forget LDO, who's really been doing his thing as well. So let's get into this. Let's look at the numbers. Let's start from different perspectives. Now, I don't want to take up too much time, but I want to take up enough time. When you start with my front runner, who I think is a Bronny, which I'm going to get into later, whether I think he's still a front runner or not. He's leading the league in points per game, averaging about 22, 23 points a game.
He has about 3 rebounds and 4 assists a game. He gets a block. He gets a steal. He does pretty much everything you can ask a player to do. He shoots 59%, almost 60% from the field, and then about 45% from 3, 90 from the free throw line. A lot of people know. So if I want to compare DJ and Bronny, DJ does the same thing Bronny does, just a little bit less. Now he also doesn't have, DJ's not on the defensive side like Bronny is as well. So that's what he separate. The Originators have the best team around its star player than the other front runners have. The Originators have a better team than Showtime. Originators have a better team than BTA. Originators have a better team than Best Coast Ballers, which is the reason why they're 21-5. Originators also had guys that can score and get their own buckets. They currently have 4 players that's averaging double digits per game. BTA has nobody averaging double digits besides Tyson. Showtime has 1 guy averaging double digits, which is Bryce, aside from Bronny. So if I'm just looking at what I'm saying, what's going on with these teams, I want to take anything away from DJ Wagner because he's a phenomenal player. And I agree with my cohort Bob when he says, hey, you know what? These guys are probably the most valuable player. We're saying player of the year. You know what? That's a very valid statement. It's obvious Tyson is the most valuable player on his team by far. It's obvious Bronny is the most valuable player on his team by far. They literally do everything for their team, both offensively and in Tyson's case, he does everything for his team defensively. Bronny does a lot for his team defensively from the guard position as well. Does that make them the most valuable player? Does that make them the player of the year? It's become a really muddy situation now. I don't know if Bronny's lead on player of the year is as favorable as I once thought it was. I think Tyson is up there. I think DJ Wagner's up there. I think LDO is the dark horse darling because he just came out and did his thing after the other player left the team. I'm going to do some more research. In the past, I would have said I've been standing on it's a runaway for Bronny. I'm thinking about it some more. Again, I'm going to tell you, I always keep it a buck with myself, with players, with my statements, with my comments. And if I feel differently, and as humans, we have the right to do so, I'm just going to say that. I don't think it's no longer a runaway win for Bronny. I think we have to consider DJ and Tyson a little more carefully. Am I ready to relinquish? Not really, because this guy's still the most, aside from Tyson and Bronny are the most dominant players in SimWorld. They're the only players that can get whatever shot they want, whenever they want, however they want, and there's nothing you and this earth can do about it. Now, some people argue, my cohort would argue Bob, and I'm not picking on Bob, I'm just thinking about something he would say. Again, I'm taking out the top of my head. He would say, hey, DJ makes his team better. What Bronny doesn't. I don't understand that argument. They both average 4 assists a game. So I don't know how DJ's making them better. The defense is not, I don't get that. They're both averaging 4 assists a game. The difference is DJ has players who can go ahead and get their own buckets, and Bronny doesn't have those types of players on his team. So I don't get the argument of DJ making his team better when they both average the same amount of assists a game. So I that statement I honestly don't understand that. But I think the jury is out. So I said all this to say, damn it, I don't know right now. I'm going to do some more research. And I'm going to come back tomorrow, and I'm going to give you who I think is going to win. But right now, damn it, I don't know. See y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.